analytics. Oh, it's not. Hello students, good afternoon everybody. Welcome to one more amazing session from Infinity Lane. How are you all? Can you all able to see me? Can you hear me? Just give a confirmation in the chat box. Welcome to one more amazing session from Infinity Lane. This is Suresh, Faculty of Chemistry, and today I am going to give you the most expected topic, electrochemistry in one shot. So by this time in the NEET preparation journey, we already completed electrochemistry in various modules. In this today, I am going to just recapture total concepts of electrochemistry in one session. Ready for that? Yes, give me a thumbs up and fire emoji in the chat box. So bachcho, electrochemistry carries first shoot shot one question from the NEET examination directly, and the electrochemistry connected the other topics from p block elements and other cases in even electrode potentials. In the transition elements you are going to get one more question. So get ready to capture two questions from this chapter related, so that 8 marks in your pocket. I can assure you that you are going to get 8 marks from this topic, right? So let's start. Before going for this electrochemistry recapture, we'll talk about what Infinity Learn is doing for the students preparing for NEET examination to motivate you. And I just want to show you the 4 students online here. And Ashrita, Himadyuti, Akhil Varma and Satyanarayan got the scores they got in 2023 NEET examination, the scores they got 2024 NEET examination. In this journey, Bacho, you can see Ashrita got 310 marks in 2023, and in 2024 she got 661 marks. You can see 351 marks, there is an increment. Wonderful. And you can see Akhil Varma, he got 313 marks in 2023 and 658 marks in 2024, and 345 marks increase. You see the score, how it is increased. And Himadyuti got 310 marks, she got 652 marks in this 2024, 342 marks increment. And Satyanarayan 330 marks and 650 marks in 2024, 320 marks increment. So the increment, you can see the score is almost doubled. How it is possible? They attended the classes with Infinity Learn like you on YouTube platform, and they gained a lot of methodologies to crack the questions, and their score, it was very less in 2023, and they got a good score, and the score is almost doubled. And like you are also attending classes with Infinity Learn, and you are getting very good methodologies on YouTube platform and on various platforms, and you will be the next, I can assure you that you will be the next slide for 2025 NEET examination. Ready for that? And what? Simply you attend the class and like these sessions and share with your friends and subscribe to Infinity Learn NEET YouTube channel and crack your NEET exam and reserve your medical seat in your premium medical colleges. Ready for that? And also Infinity Learn, we have a meta app where you are going to see the Infinity Learn preparation, live classes you have in that app, mock test, create your own test, and 24/7 doubt resolutions, everything is there. And also on average you can take, we can say Infinity Learn are also on the YouTube platform, Instagram, Telegram and many social medias. And I strongly suggest you just subscribe to Infinity Learn Telegram channel. In this Infinity Learn Telegram channel, Bacho, you will be having so many things, and daily quizzes and session schedules, what are the sessions are taking place and what are the topics to be taught. And once the topic is taught, the session notes will be available in the Telegram channel Bacho, and session assignments and many more are there. Description box में link दिया, आप एक बार click करके आप add करना, so that everything you are going to get it, right? And 2 more sessions, 2 more slides. After that, I am going to start electrochemistry and the best methods to solve electrochemistry questions. And also, pathway to academic success and learner's journey with Infinity Learn. What is this? आजकल artificial intelligence, AI, ChatGPT, you people use it, no? But the AI हलचल ज़्यादा चल रहा है आजकल. So, Infinity Learn adapted artificial intelligence tools, AI tools in driving academic journey and learners program. In that program, you can see goal setting, set your academic and skill enhancements goals, and awesome lectures by the well-trained faculties, and their live classes, and a काफ़ी important है test and paper analysis. Within in-depth performance analytics is given by AI tools, and also self-study, learn, practice and revise, where conceptual videos, mock practice test, and also flashcards for revision. And also doubt resolution, any doubt or at any time your doubt is going to be one click away. So just scan the QR code and just enjoy all these practices. And all the best for your journey. And last two more slides. One is score, another one is test preparation. India's largest scholarship examination, score examination. And this score examination, why I say it is India's largest scholarship examination? Because it provides you a scholarship worth of 1 crore rupees. India, 1 crore rupees scholarship worth. And also studies setup and laptop and educational allowances and up to 100% scholarship. Yes, these many facilities you can just get it in the description box. Link is available and you just click it and you just enroll yourself and write this core examination to facilitate that. And you may be a student of Infinity Learn, or you may not be, you may be studying in some other school or college, still you are eligible to write this examination. And of course, this score examination is purely online examination, bacho. And you can sit at home and you can write this examination. All the best, and description box link is given, everybody click it and enroll yourself. And last, after this, direct concept, okay. NEET 2025 ऑल इंडिया टेस्ट सीरीज पैक. आप जो भी एग्जामिनेशन प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं, आपका प्रिपरेशन कैसे चल रहा है and where you exactly stand, it should be checked by using a proper assessment. That assessment includes this test series pack. And you can see उसमें 27 AI test examinations, उसमें 13 unit test है, 4 part test है, 10 grant test है. It is based on completely new NEET pattern. And 20 online NEET full syllabus mock test भी available है. 25 NEET topic wise previous year questions by, and 3 physics chemistry books along with video solutions on the app, and detailed solutions and performance reports, in-depth analysis. And last but not least, the performance is benchmarked with Sri Chaitanya, so that you will be having where you exactly stand and rank, score prediction and everything you can do it. And while it in the description box link is available and you can go through it, and the cost is 5,999, but in a limited time offer 50% discount आपको मिलेगा. YouTube 50 ऑफ कूपन कोड एंटर करो तभी आपको ऑटोमेटिकली मिलेगा 2,999 तक, है ना बेटा? Right. So everybody avail this special discount and all the best for your NEET examination. And let us start the electrochemistry. So in the electrochemistry, the major topics, stay tuned everybody, take a pen and paper and write all the key points that I am giving in the live session, right? Everybody, just before starting, a thumbs up and fire emoji, so that you will be having a two-way transaction, a live class, a radio class nahi, so that you can have any kind of doubts, you can ask us, so that we can have a very good interactive session. So welcome to the session, Bacho. You can see what are the topics that you can expect a question from the electrochemistry. First, you can see the galvanic cell, and you can see electrolysis process and electrolytic conductance and corrosion and batteries. These are the 4 major areas you can pick a question. And without let, we'll just talk about each and every topic here. Let's talk about a galvanic cell. What is a galvanic cell? A galvanic cell is 2 electrodes. Zinc is immersed in zinc sulfate and copper is immersed in copper sulfate. And these two are connected by using external circuit, and these two are connected by using a salt bridge. So उसमें क्या चल रहा है? So zinc is a metal is oxidized to give rise zinc 2 plus, and the copper 2 plus in the solution. You are going to take these electrons lost by the zinc and travel and reach to the zinc. So electrons travel from this zinc electrode to copper electrode by external circuit, and the current flow is going to be in the opposite direction. So this is correct current flow. That is going to be current flow. Direction of the current flow. And this is the direction of the electron flow. So let us observe what is the thing is happening here. So the reactions that are taking place, zinc is converted into zinc 2 plus by loss of electron. Zinc, which is a solid state, and loss of electron takes place, and the zinc 2 plus mil gaya, and in the aqueous phase. And these two electrons are carried by this copper 2 plus, so that reduction takes place, gain of electron is reduction, so that copper is formed. So this is loss of electron is called oxidation, gain of electron is called reduction. The electrode where the oxidation takes place is called anode, and the electrons where reduction takes place is called cathode. So in this scenario, electrons move from the anode to cathode through external circuit, and the current flow from the cathode to anode. And let us talk about the direction of flow of electrons and current already mentioned. Okay, so this is the direction of the electrons. So each and every point theoretically important, bacho. Take a pen and paper and write the key points that I am deciding here. This is the direction of the current. Okay, so what is the role of the salt bridge and how the reactions are shown according to IUPAC system? Right from scratch level, I am explaining you everything, and will just make a note of it. And you can see IUPAC representation. Zinc is a solid, is converted into zinc 2 plus. Okay, and copper 2 plus is converted into copper, and zinc is an anode and copper is an anode, cathode, and anode should be written in the LHS left hand side, and cathode should be written in the RHS right hand side, and both cathode and anode are separated by a salt bridge. The salt bridge is shown by using two vertical lines. Hope you understand. Clear, bacho? Right. And also you can see what is this salt bridge. This is your salt bridge. This salt bridge is U-shaped glass tube, and this glass tube contains inert solvents like potassium chloride, okay, or potassium nitrate, and agar. So to make this aqueous phase into semi-solid phase, so that whenever zinc loses electron and gives rise zinc 2 plus, so zinc 2 plus ka charge, positive charge is maintained, and the copper 2 plus is converted to copper, so that positive charge is decreased and electron is increased. To maintain the electrical neutrality, it is going to give you nitrate ion in this way or cationic part in that way. So it, first of all, the salt bridge is going to complete the circuit and physically separate anode and cathode and prevents the accumulation of charges. So these are the role of this salt bridge. If salt bridge is removed, first of all, the galvanic cell doesn't work. So, bacho, any doubts you can ask us. Okay. Now let us talk about function of salt bridges and what is SRP and SOP. So electrode potential. So whenever I just want to talk about the electrode potentials, when a metal, let us say this is a copper metal immersed in copper sulfate solution, copper 2 plus. So there is a a barrier over here. So there is an electrode potential between these two, and that is called as a single electrode potential. And this value at standard condition is called standard reduction potential. And this value is said to be plus 0.34 volts. Do we have to memorize this value? No. So every value will be given in the NEET examination, right beta? Don't worry, we'll take care of it, right? So this is the process. Copper 2 plus is converted into copper. The process is called reduction process. So this is called as a standard reduction potential, SRP. Whenever the same is written, this is electrode potential, copper is getting oxidized to copper 2 plus. In this case, this is what you say standard oxidation process. So oxidation process का जो value आता है 0.34 volt, because this is oxidation potential. So the magnitude of standard oxidation potential and standard reduction potential both are same, but if one is negative, another one is going to be positive, right? And it is impossible for us to calculate the absolute value of this, but rather you can measure the difference between the electrode potential of two electrodes. So for that we need a standard hydrogen electrode as a reference electrode for 0 volts. So this is about SOP and SRP. So what this value can helps us to maintain the questions from the NEET examination. बच्चों अगर standard oxidation potential value increase, tendency to get oxidation is increased. I already mentioned you, take a pen and paper, write this catchy points. So this catch points can help you to answer very good number of questions from the NEET examination. सिर्फ logically जाना पड़ता है बेटा. And if tendency खुद oxidize करने का tendency बढ़ रहा है तो मतलब क्या reducing power भी बढ़ रहा है ना? Yes, this helps a lot. SOP value increases and tendency to get oxidation increases and reducing power increases. So you take care of this. And 1 minute. अगर कुछ डाउट आना तो पूछना बेटा. And based on that, let's see some kind of questions as well, right? And if SRP value is increased, क्या होगा? Tendency to get reduction increases and oxidizing power also increases. And also you can see measurement of electrode potential. How do you measure the electrode potential? Absolute value आप नहीं कर सकते. By taking a standard electrode potential can be done. So it can be measured by using some electrode as a reference electrode. So what is the reference electrode? So some electrode can give you the difference between two electrode values. If you take that standard reference electrode as a hydrogen electrode as a 0, and the difference between these two electrodes can be measured. And the standard hydrogen electrode consists of a platinum plate, and you can see the platinum plate. Yes, this is a platinum plate, and this platinum plate is immersed in 1 molar H3O plus aqueous solution or HCl aqueous solution, and this is connected with the hydrogen gases 1 atm. तभी आपका मिलेगा, you can see hydrogen plus is in equilibrium with the hydrogen gas and at 1 atm and 1 molar pressure, 1 atm pressure, and it is 1 molar concentration. So that what happens here, you are going to see this electrode potential for H plus and H2 is going to be 0.0 volts. So by taking this value arbitrarily as a reference, we can calculate electrode potentials of various metals. So that half cell is represented as PT, IUPAC representation, PT H plus 1 molar and H2 gas at 1 atm pressure. This standard electrode value is going to be 0.0 volts. And the potentials of standard hydrogen electrode is otherwise called normal hydrogen electrode, is taken arbitrarily as a 0. It is mentioned as a 0. And the reversible reactions, when a reversible electrode with respect to H plus ion, it can act as a cathode or anode. If H2 gives rise to H plus an electron, when acting as an anode, it acts as anode as well as a cathode. When H plus takes an electrode, gives rise to an hydrogen gas, it is taking an electron, so it is oxidizing, so it is a cathode. And secondary reference electrodes can be used. So the arrangement of electrochemical series. You calculate the electrode potential of various metals in the periodic table by taking the hydrogen electrode as a reference, and it is given as a tabular form. That tabular form is called as electrochemical series. Let's see the application of electrochemical series. So the chemical reactivity of the metals, you can say. In the electrochemical series, you can say, you are going to see hydrogen plus all SRP values are taken, and it is going to be hydrogen. And you are going to get E naught value as a 0.0 volt. And lithium plus takes an electron, gives rise to lithium. So electrode value is the most positive electrode value is taken. So negative electrode value is taken. And you can see the lowest part, it is going to be F, takes an electron, gives rise F minus. And its value is going to be most positive value. I wanted to say from down here, oxidation power increases. From here to here, reduction power increases. So you can say relative oxidation and reduction values. And you need not have to learn or by heart any kind of values. Ready with that? Fine. Let's see. So the chemical reactivity of the metals you can calculate. The metal that has a high negative value of the standard reduction potential readily loses electron and it's converted into cations. So the electropositivity can be given. And you can also say relative strength of oxidation and reduction potentials you can measure here. Down, oxidation power increases, up, reduction power increases. Okay. And also you can see this is the lithium value, minus 3.05 is the highest magnet should, and you are taking calcium, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, cobalt, nickel. And also you can say here hydrogen is taken as a reference. Here it is taken as a reference as 0 volts, right? And down here it is saying it is increasing, plus 2.87 for the fluorine is the highest. And down the oxidation power increases, and up the reduction power increases. Up the reduction power increases. So like this you can see various electrode values. So based on this, what you can do? So non-metallic thing, F2, chlorine, bromine and iodine are seen here. Okay. And you see copper is present below the hydrogen, so that tin is present in the above the hydrogen. So that tin can react with the mineral acids, gives rise hydrogen is liberated. Whereas a copper do not liberate hydrogen gas when it is reacted with the mineral acids. Like that, each and every point is important. Each and every point is important in the live class I am giving you. So these are the noteworthy points can helpful to you, give very good information, very good insight and answering strategies when you are sitting in the NEET examination hall in the real time. Take care of this and you can do the best. Ready for that? And one more, displacement of hydrogen from dilute acids by metals. These are all applications of the electrochemical series. So the metal which is present below, above the hydrogen in the electrochemical series can react with mineral acid and displace hydrogen gas is liberated. Whereas the metals present below the hydrogen do not react with mineral acids to liberate hydrogen gas. That's the reason why copper do not liberate hydrogen gas when it is reacted with mineral acid. So like that, which of the following metals can liberate hydrogen gas from these mineral acids? Like that, questions will be there. Standard electron motive force of the cell can be calculated. That can be done by taking the SRP. You just mentioned this. You all know this. E cell is equal to E naught of the cathode minus E naught of the anode when you take the SRP values. Okay. And you always write cathode as a right side and anode as a left side. So E cell is equal to E cell of the right minus E cell of the left. Understand? And also, as I mentioned, as SOP value increases, tendency of oxidation increases and reducing power increases. And also, SRP value increases, tendency of the reduction increases, tendency of the oxidation power increases. Okay? And what is the answer for this question? Everybody in the chat box, I want you to be active now. The question is given. So far, we discussed about a little concept based on this, a typical kind of NEET question. So, this is a crystal clear example can give you what you study and what you are going to get in the NEET examination. And a standard reduction potential for the following off cell reactions are given. Here zinc is converted to zinc 2 plus, zinc 2 plus is converted to zinc, and chromium 3 plus, chromium H plus, H2, iron 3 plus, F, iron 2 plus. So their respective values are given in the volts. Okay, this. And which is the strong oxidizing agent? You just go ahead. SOP value increases, reducing power increases. SRP value increases, oxidizing power increases. So you're asked oxidizing power ज़्यादा है तो ज़्यादा ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट हो, जिसका SRP वैल्यू ज़्यादा है, सभी का इलेक्ट्रोड पोटेंशियल SRP वैल्यू है, जिसका मैग्नीट्यूड ज़्यादा है, ये वाला ज़्यादा. Yes, expecting you question. The answer is going to be mathematically this is the biggest value. You can see oxidizing power, reduction power, right? And oxidizing power. Iron is going to be the highest oxidizing power. Understand? Clear? Wonderful. So, bacho, this kind of questions you just study, and like that questions only will come in the NEET examination beta. And you may be asking to give the solution for big numerical. No, NEET में ऐसा नहीं होता. You just check last 5 years. Do you get any question with lengthy numerical? ऐसे नहीं होगा, कभी नहीं होगा. Okay? ये छोटा सा शॉर्टकट है, ये मेथड अडॉप्ट कर लो, ये मेथड का हिसाब से आप ये क्वेश्चन मिलेगा, है क्या ना? So there is a problem in the chat box, बच्चों. If you are facing any issue, you just mention in the chat box. Very good. बेटा आगे एक क्वेश्चन तैयार है. The standard electrode potential E not M plus and M. So ये reduction process का है. So मान लो ये SRP होगा. So the SRP value दिया हुआ, the 4 metals A, B, C, D. So minus 1.2, minus 0.6, minus 0.85 and minus 0.76 are given. The sequence of the deposition of the metals applying a potential, जिसका इलेक्ट्रोड पोटेंशियल ज़्यादा ही जल्दी रिड्यूस करने का कोशिश करता है ना? So that what is the appropriate answer for that? You can go ahead with this, and it is going to be C is greater than, B is greater than, D is greater than, A is the answer for this question. Just simply mathematically you arrange this order and you are going to get the correct answer. But so, and one more question I just want to give you, which of the following is the least tendency to liberate hydrogen from mineral acids? Who are there below the hydrogen, who are there above the hydrogen? कम से कम ये आइडेंटिफाई करना पड़ता है. So the metal which is below in the hydrogen cannot liberate hydrogen from the mineral acids. So that option copper मिलेगा, हम क्लास में एक्सप्लेन किया है ना. Wonderful, wonderful. So like button, love button, many buttons are pressing, not mention any chart in the chart box बच्चों. Okay, और एक क्वेश्चन कर सकते हैं. Very good. Now let's see one more question regarding the standard hydrogen potential. The incorrect statement is हाइड्रोजन मेटल में प्लैटिनम ब्लैक ले लिया है ना, and enclosed by using hydrogen gas, and 1 molar HCl is given. Okay, 1 molar HCl is given. Okay, hydrogen gas is given at 1 atm. So that it is going to show you H plus and H2 is going to be 0.0 volts. Right? So that here I want to use 1 molar concentration supposed to be 1 molar. उसमें 2 molar HCl इस्तेमाल करने के बोला, ये गलत चीज़ है. So that it is asked about incorrect statement. Incorrect statement का वजह से आपको पूछा. So that my answer is going to be 2 like you. Okay. So always be number 1. And zinc gives H2 gas with H2SO4, HCl, but not with HNO3. And it is also super question. I would be delighted if anybody gives the answer for that. And आता है आपका NO3 is reduced preference to H3O plus. That is the answer for this question. NO3 is reduced preference to H3O plus, so that you are going to get nitrogen dioxide. So that, and also zinc present in the top of the hydrogen in the electrochemical series. So zinc displaces hydrogen from dilute HCl and H2SO4. And on the other hand, HNO3 is an oxidizing agent. Hydrogen is obtained in this reaction, is converted into H2O. So that H plus do not deposit. Okay, it is an oxidizing agent. And also it's a very good informative thing, assertion, reasoning, statement 1 and statement 2 kind of questions will be there. And my answer is going to be option 4 is the correct answer for this question. बच्चों और एक है Nernst equation for electrode potentials. An effect of concentration and temperature on electrode potential is explained on the basis of the Nernst equation. So it is given, the Nernst equation for the single electrode is given as, for a metal takes n number of electron gives rise a metal. The electrode potential is given as E mn plus and m is equal to E naught of mn and m minus RT by ln m by m plus. So this is a solid, so equilibrium principle का हिसाब से it is going to be 1. So it is going to be given as E cell is equal to E naught cell minus RT by NF ln m by m plus. And by taking this as a unity, by taking all these values in the natural logarithm is converted into logarithm to the base 10. And R is the gas constant 8.314 and T is the temperature at standard state 298 kelvins. F is a Faraday, it is going to be 96,500 coulombs, and N is the number of electrons that are involved in this redox change, and the concentration of the electrolyte. So by taking this 1 atm as a standard pressure and 298 Kelvin as a standard temperature, we are going to see the formation of this Nernst equation for the single electrode as E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.059 by N log 1 by metal ion concentration. And we can take this is the single electrode के लिए. For galvanic cell, you can see equilibrium constant भी आप निकाल सकते. So the cell reaction of the Daniell cell or a galvanic cell, zinc plus copper 2 plus gives rise zinc 2 plus and copper. And E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT by NF log zinc 2 plus upon copper 2 plus. Zinc 2 plus zinc sulfate का concentration, copper 2 plus copper sulfate का concentration. And at equilibrium, E cell is going to be 0. अगर ये वाला 0 रखेंगे तो so it is going to be zinc 2 plus and copper 2 plus, it is going to be QC is equal to KC. Equation, the equilibrium constant and reaction quotient. When these two values are equal, it is said to be at equilibrium. So that I just want to say equilibrium. So 0 is equal to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT by 2 log Kc. 2 is going to be the N factor for this process. 2 electrons, ये निकल गए, ये पकड़ गया. So that you are going to see E cell is equal to 2.303 RT by 2 into log Kc. From there, Kc can be calculated. Relation between equilibrium constant and electrode potential. This particular equation helps you a lot to solve so many questions. Even in it is connected to the equilibrium chapter in the grade 11, and also it is helpful in calculation of electrochemical cells in this grade 12. So it is going to be double fayda. है ना बेटा? And everybody please make a note of this wonderful formula. Come on. Take a snapshot. 3, 2, 1. Okay, moving ahead, we are going to discuss about at 298 Kelvin, E naught cell is equal to 0.0591 by 2 log Kc. In general, for any cell at equilibrium, E cell is equal to 2.303 by RT upon NF log Kc. This is for N is for any electrode. Okay, you can say at 298 Kelvin, E cell is equal to 0.0591 by N log Kc. So why 0.0591 given? So you just take 2.303 and R value 8.314, T value temperature 298 Kelvin, and F is equal to 96,500. You just put all these values, you are going to get 0.0591. And where N stands here, number of electrons that are involved in this redox exchange. And also log Kc can be taken as NF E cell upon 0.0591. And also maximum work done, maximum reversible work done by a galvanic cell is given as delta G is equal to minus NF EMF of the cell. Gibbs free energy. So if delta G value is negative, reaction is going to be spontaneous. So ये galvanic cell काम कर सकते हैं. If delta G value 0 होगा तो you are going to get the system and the cell is at equilibrium. अगर delta G value negative नहीं होता, positive होगा, it is going to say it is a non-spontaneous. It is going to be non-spontaneous. So this value can give you so many things here. If it is delta G naught, it is going to be minus NF E naught cell. A standard condition में, at any condition में. Actually from here only the Nernst equation has been derived. And of course So consider electrode potential and solubility product also given. In the solubility product, what is a saturated solution is taken. From their conductivity is calculated, and their solubility product is given. So solubility product corresponding to the electrode I minus AgI and Ag, and it is a little deeper part of the discussion here beta, and it is going to be the metal insoluble salt electrode is given, and it is given Ag plus electrode potential is equal standard Ag plus slash Ag minus 0.0591 by 1, because silver plus takes an electron gives rise to silver. So that N is equal to 1. That is the reason why here it is 1 log 1 by Ag plus. Similarly for the iodine, in the case you can say, in the case of I minus electrode, AgI electrode solubility product is given as E naught I minus Ag and Ag plus minus 0.0591 by 1 log I minus. So by taking this two electrode differences, you are going to calculate the EMF. So that is given as EI minus AgI and Ag gives rise E naught Ag plus and Ag plus 0.0591 log KSP solubility product. How do we say it is a KSP? So AgI reversibly gives rise Ag plus and I minus. So KSP is given as Ag plus and I minus. So the molar concentration you can put and calculate there. Moving ahead, if the cell for a given reaction has a negative value, in which of the following gives the correct relationship between the values of the D, delta G and K equilibrium? So it is a negative value, means the cell is working spontaneously. The cell is working spontaneous. So ये करने के लिए delta G is supposed to be less than 0. It is supposed to be less than 1. So that gives you appropriate. If it is K equilibrium is less than 1, delta G is greater than 0. It is the correct relationship for this delta G values. No, it is delta G not less than 0. Number 3 होगा. Number 3 होगा. Okay. And also concentration cell. So it's very important, the concentration cell. So the concentration cell is the cell which contain the same electrolyte. So same electrodes, same electrolyte, and the condition for this concentration cell is going to be E naught standard value is going to be 0, because same electrode, no? So you have concentration cells, two types of concentration cells. You have electrolytic concentration cell and electrode concentration cell. In this electrolytic concentration cell, concentration of the electrolyte is different. And electrode concentration cell, you have the pressure, partial pressures are different. That is the important one, where copper sulfate is taken in two different containers. One is two different concentrations, but copper metal is immersed. They are going to differ in these EMF values. So such type of things are called concentration cells. The condition is E naught cell is going to be 0 for that. Okay, and that thermodynamics of the cells, as we discussed, thermodynamics of the cell, delta G is equal to NS NF E cell beta. Writing all the formulas, bachcho, writing all the formulas. Fine. Now entropy change for this electrolytic process, electrochemical process, NF dE by dt is called temperature quotient. Temperature quotient, and as the delta G is negative, entropy should increase according to second law of thermodynamics. Yes, electrochemistry, previously it is connected with electroequilibrium, and this electrochemistry is connected with the thermodynamics as well. So electrochemistry is connected with multiple topics. So you need to study in that way. And also you can see Gibbs free energy and cell potential. As we know, delta G is equal to NF E cell and delta G naught is equal to minus NF E naught cell. And if delta G is negative, the cell is spontaneous. The cell is going to be spontaneous. If the delta G is positive, the cell is non-spontaneous. If delta G is equal to 0, the cell is going to be at equilibrium. The cell is going to be at equilibrium. So these are the three methods. I just want to say one important parameter before going for this. Let's say, very important point, copper 2 plus is converted into copper plus and it is converted into copper. And for that, here the cell electrode is going to be E01 and the cell electrode is going to be E02. So the number of electrons that is going to be 1. Okay. And let's say number of electrons here is 1 in both cases. Let us say here electrons are going to be N2. And let us see here copper 2 plus is converted into copper. This is going to be E03 and the number of electrons is going to be N3. So people say that is very important. People say that E03 is equal to E01 plus E02. That may be true because N1 value and N2 value is same over here. But in generous one, you can't take this because this is not the correct way, because electrode potential values are not additive values. Okay, rather delta G values can be additive. I just want to say delta G naught 3 is equal to delta G naught 1 plus delta G naught 2. So this is possible. This operation you can do it. This is true and this is not true. I mean to say minus NF E01 is equal to minus NF E01 plus minus NF E02. And this operation can give you a lot of information, and this same question and the same concept related so many times in the NEET examination, in other competitive examination it is mentioned. So please make a note of it, and it helps you a lot. It helps you a lot. Take a snapshot of this. 3, 2, 1. Made it? Wonderful. So let's see here. And electrolysis. The decomposition of a compound by application of passing the electricity through the solution in the molten state or the aqueous state. The process is called as electrolysis process. This electrolysis process, delta G is going to be positive. It is a non-spontaneous process. And here cathode and anode is mentioned based on the reduction and oxidation. So don't say that it is a cathode is negative charged and the anode is positive charged. Don't memorize in that way. Cathode is the electrode where reduction takes place. Anode is the electrode where oxidation takes place. बच्चों समझ में आ रहा है क्या? Now let's say aqueous solutions, electrolytic solutions and aqueous solutions. So preferential discharge theory is given. So when a molten state is taken, electrolysis is given. So definitely kind of ions are going to be deposited at respect to electrodes. But in the aqueous state, so more than many ions are going to be formed. So the preferential discharge theory इस्तेमाल करना पड़ता है. So there are some factors which influence the preferential discharge ions at electrode. The one which has a less discharge potential can be easily deposited. For that, a simple technique I just want to give you for positive ions. So the preferential discharge for the sodium, magnesium, aluminum, H plus copper. So more likely to be deposited is copper 2 plus, then H plus, then aluminum 3 plus, like that. And for negative ions, the more preferentially discharged is going to be I minus, then Br minus, Cl minus, OH minus, like that. Understand? Everybody take this snapshot. 3, 2, 1. Taken? Now, electrolytic by using inert electrodes. So, inert electrodes means the electrode which do not participate in the reaction, electrochemical reaction are called inert electrodes. Like you can take a graphite electrode, platinum electrode, okay, nickel electrode, like that. In that case, you need to use a preferential discharge theory. And in the molten state, you can say, when you take a sodium chloride molten state, okay, you are going to get sodium plus and Cl minus. So at cathode, sodium plus takes an electron, gives rise sodium metal is deposited. At anode, Cl minus loses electron, gives rise chlorine gas is liberated. So this is a molten state, no competition. When you talk about an aqueous state, what happens? Sodium chloride aqueous state, you are going to give you sodium plus aqueous, Cl minus aqueous, along with that H plus and OH minus ion will be there. According to preferential discharge theory, this will not be deposited, rather this will be deposited. And this will not be deposited, rather this will be deposited. As a result of that, what happened? At the cathode, hydrogen gas is liberated. H plus takes an electron, gives rise hydrogen gas. Hai na? Understand? And at anode, Cl minus loses electron and chlorine gas is liberated. And at the end, what are the things are left? Sodium is left and OH is left. So as a result of that, sodium plus and OH minus gone together gives rise sodium hydroxide. That is the reason why on persistence electrolysis of the sodium chloride solution, which is neutral, pH is equal to 7, and the persistence electrolysis pH is going to be greater than 7. pH बढ़ गया. So in the NEET examination इसका pH दे देंगे. Okay, so based on that, how much OH ions are there in the solution, you have to calculate it. Reciprocating that, how much electricity is required, based on that Faraday's law you can apply it. Okay, so it's very simple to solve that. Okay, Faraday's laws. Faraday, you have two types of laws. One is Faraday's first law, second is Faraday's second law. So Faraday is given the amount of substance that is deposited, first law, amount of substance that is deposited at a particular electrode is directly proportional to the quantity of charge that is passed into the electrolyte, is called as a Faraday's first law. And that is given as Q is equal to Ct and Q is equal to ZIT, you can say W. This formula can help you a lot. Don't want to go for that. Just W, mass of the substance, is equal to deposited is equal to equivalent to mass of the substance into I is the current and T is the time through which the electrolysis is taken place, and upon 96,500. Directly you can use this formula, you can do that. Okay, so many questions are there, direct questions are there. And also you can say second law, when equal amounts of the current pass it through the different electrolytes connected in a series, so the amount of substance that is deposited at a particular electrode, I mean to say dilute H2SO4, dilute copper sulfate, dilute silver nitrate. Here hydrogen gas is liberated. here deposited, copper is deposited and silver is deposited. So I mean to say the mass of hydrogen is to mass of copper is to mass of silver are in the ratio of equivalent mass of hydrogen is to equivalent mass of copper is to equivalent mass of silver. So the amount of substances that are deposited when equal amount of current is passed and the mass of substance deposited are in the ratio of their equivalent weights. So like that you can have various types of mathematical relations and also extra edge beta, extra edge NEET examination में कुछ बोलना चाहता हूँ. So the current efficiency is equal to actual mass of the substance that is deposited upon the theoretical mass of the substance that you are expected to get into 100. समझे बेटा? And also the second law we discussed, 1 Faraday is equal to charge of 1 mole of electron. So charge of Avogadro number of electron and Avogadro number is equal to 6 into 10 to the power of 23 into charge of the electron is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. On resolving it is 96,488 coulombs, or simply you can say F is nearly equal to 96,500 coulombs. ठीक है? 96,500 coulombs. And equivalent weight. And before going for that, I just want to say, today we learn about galvanic cell, IUPAC name, and what is a zinc and what is a copper, and connected with this salt bridge, and a role of functional salt bridge and representation, IUPAC representation of this galvanic cell. And also we enter into the electrode potential, single electrode potential. We have electrochemical series and application of electrochemical series, and we learn about Nernst equation, application of Nernst equation, and we started with concentration cells and reaction, the relation between the solubility product and we have the electrode potential, thermodynamics of electrode potentials, and delta G is equal to minus NF E naught cell. And after that we started about what is electrolysis and electrolysis process and preferential discharge theory, and after that Faraday's first law and Faraday's second law. So like that we had a great journey, and fatafat the total concept has been given, and conductance is concept is left, and batteries and corrosion or concept is left. So don't worry, and I want to connect with one more upcoming session so that we can have a discussion about this conductance and batteries from the next session. As the time is so limited, so I just want to discuss up to here. Hope you enjoyed today's class, and please like the session and share with these friends, and subscribe to Infinity Learn NEET YouTube channel, and stay tuned for every day one topic I am coming up, and I'll give you the best for your NEET examination. All the best, my dear students. Signing off, Suresh, Faculty of Chemistry. God bless you.